Hey you folks, Quillyteen here, and welcome to another episode of our Let's Play of EU4 as Revolutionary Croatia. And it's very likely going to be our final episode. It's very likely to be our final episode here because we only have 16-ish years to go before the end of things. We have recently integrated Denmark. The only thing that'll change... Oh my god, people are leaving the coalition against us. And I'm willing to bet... Oh, did you start your own war? You started your own war, that's why. At this point, I'm starting to think that we are never going to have the coalition fire against us because they haven't done it yet. Now, as I say that, it'll probably happen, but we'll see. Japan declares war on revolutionary Russia to crush the revolution. Loosens more diplomats. We, 920,000 manpower waiting in the wings, ready to fight our enemies, with over 1 million active military already present. We also have a giant navy. Actually, that's an interesting question. We know we have by far the biggest military. What I didn't check is the navy size. Yeah, so we have 3 times as many ships as England, which is our nearest rival. And more importantly, we have substantially more heavy ships as well, so we can clearly win any naval battle. And honestly, there's no reason why I can't just build more heavy ships. We have a lot to go before our cap. So let's order another 50 heavy ships to be built, you know, just in case we aren't already going to crush them like the insignificant little insects that they are. The only thing that really could challenge us in the long term, like from a geopolitical point of view right now, would be like if the Americas was somehow grouped up into a single mega nation and could exploit all the natural resources there, then theoretically that could be scary. But otherwise, Croatia is definitely... you know, geopolitically is going to continue to be the big global power for, you know, the next couple of centuries, unless it just breaks down internally, which of course can easily happen. What are we looking for here? I don't know. We'll take morale of armies guy. We can't promote him, which sucks. We don't get as many points, but that's okay. We're actually doing just fine on our actual points here. But yeah, like, I'm trying to look forward into what things would look like, say, in the 1900s. And yeah, really, the only thing that could tear us down is revolution from within, or breakdown from within, which could happen. I mean, we've got this revolutionary zeal going on in general. You could easily imagine more sort of rebels in different, you know, cultural areas and things like that, deciding that, you know, they don't want to be part of this monolithic sort of idea. I couldn't really blame them for that. Let's go ahead and accept some more cultures. Maybe that'll help them go. So yeah, there'll be independence referendums, and who knows what the world would look like at that point. Maybe these guys would want to rejoin Castile. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if they're doing it through through violent revolution, we're just going to step on them with our troops. But maybe we'd be open to a diplomatic process at some point, a political process, for splitting some of these things up. But as long as we treat our people decently, maybe there won't be any need for that. I mean, currently our people should be living fairly rich. Seize them in their wealth. Justice above all. Here, I'm gonna go with what I preach. Then I'm gonna go and turn around and make sure stability keeps going up as well. See, we're gonna be a good and just ruler. Since we don't have any plans for more conquest over here, we'll just imagine ourselves to be the great benefactor of the world, as all empires do. Bremen is going to try to... Okay, well, that's slightly annoying, because we probably can't get the Liberty Desire to be any lower here for the Pope. But sure, maybe something will happen. Maybe the Pope will decide to break away, and that'll be our war to end the game here. All right, still letting time tick away, and I'm totally okay with this. I'm a little bit on edge. I'm waiting for something like the coalition or now the independence war to break out. But so far, so good. And people are going to be very intimidated by the size of our armies. That's definitely the case. We got a few people with smaller groups. Even our unrest is like there's no possible rebels brewing either. Like, we're so freaking stable, I can't believe it. Considering there were some really dicey periods there for a long time, it's pretty amazing. Can we take a look at what's going on with the war here? Because Japan's at war. Yep, against Russia. They did decide to declare war. They're taking some territory here. Ming Mongolia is sort of like... We're getting an encirclement over here, you guys. As soon as Japan goes there, all these troops are going to be cut off. Okay, it doesn't work that way, but... No, see, we're going to keep being nice to our little colonial nations as well. Aren't we good? We're gonna pretend, we're gonna tell ourselves that, right? It's like people who were like cutthroat, brutal business people and autocrats their entire life, but you know, when they get near, you know, in their old age and they can see maybe their death coming up, they're like, oh, I'm gonna start donating to charity more, and everyone will remember me for being a really good person instead of some hard ass. Sure, Russia. Yes, I'm sure you're gonna want to move troops between our territories. Ethiopia declares war on Hormuz. Ethiopia just keeps going to town over here. Dawn new era. Oh, metalworks. All right, very exciting. So our income has dropped a bunch, but we do spend a lot on army maintenance. 671 ducats per month on army maintenance. Not to mention our fleet, which we've been embiggening. But that's okay. I mean, we still have a positive here. If we went to war, it's possible this would go negative. Yeah, we're actually like over. Hold on, that was dumb. I should have said spare no expense and then just spend it down. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. Really, none of it matters. We're just letting things come to an end. Oh, we don't want a fortress to go down. Let's do something. We'll spend some military tradition. Well, actually, I probably would have been better off keeping the military tradition, but pff. Is anyone going to start anything? I think the answer might be no. Hey, Papal States. Aggressive expansion is going down. Here, we'll keep this guy. Sure, why not? I could build coastal batteries everywhere. But why would I? Nothing's scary. We long ago won the game. What's the best workshop we can do? Look at this. 1.64 ducats. Oh, 6.9. Very nice. From a single workshop increase. That's crazy good. I mean, it doesn't matter. The payback period is not going to come up. We can build fortresses everywhere. Although, at some point, we could theoretically tank our economy. So, we don't want to do that, really. Yeah, we're very well defended. We have all these crazy defensive ideas, which honestly, I don't know how much those defensive ideas really paid off for us. Revolutionaries were removed. Go. There we go. Yeah, send them what they need. That's fine. That's been dealt with. What am I going to do with my admin? I suppose I could do some development here. Let's develop our capital a little bit. Just because we can. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, that is so expensive. That is so expensive. Yeah, let's do it. You know what? If I was going to do that, I really should have run the policy. Like, no, we'll just sink all our points over here. We'll see what kind of ridiculous development we can do. I should really change my policies then if I was going to do that. My state laws. We can make more states, speaking of. We're clearly below some limits. Here, sure. State you. Just do more? I don't know. Oh, Ottomans must have been done their war. They're back into the coalition. Good for them. I guess one of the things, if I state, is our manpower cap will go up. So that's, like, by default, quite entertaining. There's like a state... I want to state things that are more... closer to where we are. Sure. Let me state this one. Nope, not concentrate development. Oh, we're sending us over our limit. All right. Let's not worry about it. Our manpower might go over 1 million as is. Well, I could also throw in some more buildings here. But yeah, the States is definitely one way of doing it. And we're closing in on that 1 million. Because, I mean, we're at our cap right now, but our cap keeps going up from various things. Sure, you can walk through my territory. All right, we got about 10 years left to go. Papal State's still pretty cranky. That's the way it goes. You're collecting trade over there. Yeah, we're collecting 114 from Genoa. Is that where we... Actually, that would be the place to send our ships. What was I doing with my ships before? Come on. You. Come over here, and then I'll give you a new mission in a sec. That's where we want you to be. Plump. Protect trade. Genoan trade node. There we go. We went from 30% to 60%. We doubled the amount of money we're taking in, because we're taking just over 100. Now we're taking in. Or that's the power of the... Yeah, that's not the amount we're taking in. Oh, no, there we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that number in the parentheses. So actually, we more than doubled. Because we were at like 110 or something. Now we're at 250. Don't think that rebellion is us. I think that was the Papal States over here. But yeah, you can do that. I mean, I could build more ships, but... So it did increase our income a bit. I thought... Shouldn't have gone up by 100? Maybe I increased some expenses somewhere else, too. That's possible. I don't know. 1811. No Napoleon this time around to go rampaging around through Europe. Although we do have a revolutionary France. End of the revolution. Let us rejoice in victory. Okay, you're still revolutionary. I guess the revolution is over. And you're stuck with your revolutionary government. Alright. Discovery spread. Sure. Wait. Discoveries of, like, territory? Oh, there is still some fog of war over here. Like, how do we not know the entire world at this point? But no, alright, that's pretty legit. Okay, I'm gonna take this one guy. Yeah, there's no reason to level anyone up. We're like, we've got an excess of points as is. We'll spend some more 300 monarch power on increasing Zagreb or something like that, just because we can. Astonishing performance. Prestige. Someone's cheaper. Gain admin. I don't know. Whatever. We could use the prestige. We're not actively at war right now, so we could use the prestige. We have 106. Is that Revolutionary Zeal? Okay, hold on. Revolutionary Russia. Canceled access. We have a generation of cowards. We can purge 170,000. Or, until the end of the game, lose some discipline. Or over 1 million manpower. I didn't want to hit this because I wanted to hit over 1 million, but we hit 1 million, and actually, it'll probably recharge. I don't want to lose stability. Whatever, we'll do this. Spend money. We got the money. We're going to spend it. That's what it exists for. And yeah, this guy's just occasionally going and visiting one of our vassals, making sure things are as good as they could be. So these guys like us a lot, but they are disloyal. They are being supported in their independence. If I drop them below 50%, will that break the support independence thing? I don't know. They have better diplomatic technology than I do. Wow. So they're way ahead on Diplo. Alright, that's fine. We're going to be getting the next one soon, so it's going to be okay. I don't think the Papal State's actually going to break away, but I'm kind of offended on principle, you know? We could potentially get some alliances. One person's interested. Revolutionary Burgundy. Sounds great. Let's be friends. We could use a friend. So we're at 4 of 5 over here. Well, we have the alliance with Colombia. That is interesting. And then, yes. Well, Switzerland likes us okay. That's good. Oh, people are leaving. Well, they're probably starting some internal wars. It's probably less that they're wanting to leave the coalition. I mean, I'm certainly betting that they haven't stopped hating us. Actually, a bunch of these are about to run out of points completely. We have been pretty passive for a while. I'm going to take this guy just in case the extra missionary strength might pay off this order. Which is fine, because I'm just going to bring it right back up to +3. I don't even need it to be a +3, but it just feels better to be there, you know? It's like, it's an example of the excess of our power. Whatever, we'll keep him. Incorruptible. Hey! Not that we had any corruption currently right now. We're experiencing, like, decades of massive peace now. Even though the rest of the world hates us, they hate us because they hate us. Our people are really experiencing a lot of peace and prosperity. Didn't realize we had still had some troops in Scotland over here. Which is fine. Gift to the state. Here, we'll take the prestige. What do we need the money for? What do we need the prestige for, too, I suppose, but meh. I guess we would have inherited some units over here I forgot about. Let's bring our war fleet here, including 2 flagships. Where's my war fleet parked? Right over here. Down here. Is there anything else up there? I guess we didn't inherit their troops, just their ships. Oh no, there's troops there. Okay. Let's get you to conform to our template. And ditto here. Oops, wrong button. This button. I think that went. Yeah, there you go. We got the symbol there. I mean, it's just using the same dudes, the same provinces over here to build from, so it's going to be a little bit slow, but that's okay. We're almost up to 1 million manpower. Actually, we were before we queued up all the construction over here. Man, like, it's the generation of nearly 10,000 a month. So over 100,000 manpower a year being generated, which is pretty ludicrous. I don't like that we don't have even numbers over here. Okay, let's bring you up to 250. Excellent. I really don't need more galleys, but it was kind of, the number there was annoying me, so at least we made it even. We're going to wait for January, because we'll get a discount. There we go, January the 1st, wait for the autosave, and we'll take the Diplotech as well. And then the Papal States shouldn't be ahead of us anymore. Oh, we've researched all the technology in the group. We're done! That's it! My god. They like us so much, but yeah, definitely still disloyal. Although not by much. Tell you what, let's do this. No, justice above all. I'll keep doing that. Even though it's generally not the way we'd want to go. There we go. They're now loyal. So I don't think anyone's supporting their independence anymore. I think that might have broken it. Let's start on some subsidies. Well, there's not that much left of the game. Okay, I want this to go as quick as possible. So in about 5 years, that bonus will cap out, which is all that's left. Yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to get this to 190 before the end of the game. Oh well. In my head, we'll be annexing the Papal States in the year like 1830 or so. Loose lips, sure. Fine. We just have to get that last admin tech, which we should be able to do before the end of the game. Well, pretty easily. In fact, we might be able to get it this January, depending on how the math works out. Maybe not quite this January. I mean, it's not that critically important. 2% more production efficiency. It does lead to a lot of money. It will actually have a pretty big impact on us. Yeah, our income's dropped even more, but we keep increasing our expenses. Which has got to be. I don't know if our income's going down. Like, obviously, our net income. I'm talking about our gross. I don't think I'm doing anything to lower it. Let's see. 4 field rotation, nearly there. Yeah, I don't need the points. Even though I can spend the inflation. I could have waited till January to get a discount, but I don't care. I wanted to finish that, and done. We've got all the technologies. Revolutionary Castile is leaving. Yeah, they are in their own war. It would be really nice if at the last moments of the game, everyone decides to leave the coalition. Because not as many people hate us. Like, some of them are going to actually time out of Arrested Expansion. And maybe that'll cause a snowball of people leaving because they don't feel strong enough. Probably not. But wouldn't it be nice? I like that at least the Papal States don't hate us anymore. Despite the fact that we are like, you know, the Protestant stronghold, and we took over Rome and kicked them out of every territory they've had. But they still exist. I mean, I guess they've had territory over here since the start of the game, I think. Oh, okay, Munich is left. That might just be because they started their own war, rather than deciding that we're actually super cool and they should be friends with us. Because that's what we're doing now. I guess what I can do is I could send my diplomats out, since I don't really need this anymore. Let's just send them out to, like, outraged countries. Who knows? Maybe, you know, maybe we can make amends. I mean, we're not giving back any territory, but you start paying lip service and pretend all of a sudden that you're a good person. Right? Exactly. That's what we're doing here. There's a lot of red over there, though. There's a lot of red here, too. Yeah, Switzerland would be in it. Hell, the Papal States would be in this coalition if they could be, if they weren't one of my vassals. Which is pretty funny, because we have a, like, they like us just fine, but they'd super be willing to go to war with us if they had the ability. I like this splotch of green. Profits before people. Military leader left us. Oh, that's our admiral. This little splotch of green from Bergen's over here, it's quite lovely. Revolutionary France declared war on Mexico to spread the revolution. Okay. Ethiopia declared war on the... Wait, the Mamluks still exists? What? What? Okay. I think I might have seen that once already, this thing. Turn a blind eye. Gain corruption. Keep a good hope. Leaves court. Right, we'll just turn a blind eye and I'll spend it down. It's gonna be okay. Well, you know, since I'm sitting on all these points, I'm gonna go ahead and just bring down the inflation, even though it's overkill amounts. I'm sorry, we're running a negative balance now? What? I mean, I could have some of my guys chill out. I should have been paying attention to this total income number. Maybe that's been changing. I mean, there might be better things to do for the trade. How old are you? Alright, we'll keep you around for another shift. Huh. I mean, I could mothball my forts. That by itself would fix... Well, actually, it wouldn't fix your economy, because we'd still be paying for half. If we were worried about money, I could just start bringing down the army maintenance. We have a giant army that doesn't do anything. I wouldn't want my troops to be on the border if I did that, although likely they wouldn't be jumped instantly. We'll run a slight deficit. But at this point, we're not going to... I mean, at this point, I could run the full amount before the end of the game, actually, and we still wouldn't run out of money. So, there we go. We'll just do that. Oh, Papal States. We would have gotten close. Guess I could cancel the subsidies to you if I'm worried about money. Because I can give you a gift as well for plus 25. But yeah, not quite enough. Neighboring heretic religion, that's a bit of a problem. The core is a bit of a problem. I mean, we could have gotten you there, but we needed more aggressive expansion to end. Yeah, we have so many people waiting to fight for the revolution, and we're just like, you know what? No, we're actually kind of cool. Everything's okay. I'm gonna take one more look at the great powers here as we enter the final year of the game. Revolutionary Portugal still in there. Honest merchants, yeah. More trade power, sure. More base tax, excellent. Oh, and money's positive. Oh, were we paying down corruption, maybe? Maybe it was corruption that was temporarily screwing it up. Because our income hasn't really changed. Just, you know, high 1300s. I mean, it went up a little bit. But our army maintenance is max, our fleet maintenance is max. I think it may have been corruption stuff that was temporarily causing us problems. We have Swiss peasants in Bern. Well, we don't. Switzerland does. They're going to be able to take care of that, though, so that's going to be all right. Papal peasants. And not our problem, and instantly taken care of. Our territory is, like, fine. We have 0% unrest anywhere. We have a super stable nation. Probably because we have, like, a giant army and they feel like they can't really start anything. No, it's because we're nice. Shut up. We're good people. I would love to see more of the coalition fall apart before the end. But probably we'd need France to not be in it for more of it to happen. And there's the end of the game! Hey, hey! So, we had the largest army, largest navy, the most provinces, the highest province value, the highest income, and the highest trade income. There might be things we didn't have. I don't know. A highest score is pretty good. I haven't actually gotten to the end of these, just because in the later stages, oftentimes, unless you're rushing for a particular goal, you've usually, you know, we've accomplished everything we want to accomplish before this point, but it still feels good to get to the end over here. And there we go. Revolutionary Croatia. I think I picked Croatia because they had a cool color. And I have to say, they were really fun to play. The early days were terrifying, because I'm sure the Ottomans were going to squash this at every given point. And certainly, there was a lot of tension with the Ottomans constantly there. A lot of it with, like, their espionage, because they kept screwing us up. They kept They kept warning us as well. Now, we did go through a period where I thought that being warned by a nation meant they would declare war on us if we started any wars whatsoever, but it was only on mutually nations that we were mutually bordering. And then we found ways to work with that, right? To take a little bit of advantage. Also, when the Ottomans were at war with various people or this or that or whatever, or different ways to chain wars so we could grow our territory without triggering the war with the Ottomans. And in fact, I don't think we were ever in a war with the Ottomans until we got big and mighty enough that I think we were winning the wars. We may have even declared against them. I don't remember. But we spent so long being very worried about them. What does this button do? Oh! Longest reigning ruler with Kreshmir the Sixth, who guided the nation 48 years. 114 of our wars ended in glorious victory. Zero! Wait, we never lost a war? Also, we were in 114 wars? Each year, about 857 enemy combatants fell to our fire and steel. So on average, we're killing nearly 1,000 bad guys. Bad guys, I mean people aren't us, obviously. Each year saw the loss of about 3,100 units just in general? Like, worldwide? Because it's not talking about our units. No, it must be talking about our units. So we were using up a lot more. We were churning through a lot of people pretty quickly. I guess that's probably fair. We wiped 23 nations from the face of the earth. I've never seen this screen before. Great nations annexed 387 provinces. 13 provinces were unjustly stolen from us. 68 military leaders. How were provinces stolen from us? If we never lost a war. We gave some territory away at some point because we were having some rebellion problems, and so we created a subject. Maybe we lost some provinces to independence? I don't know. 68 military leaders. Legend among legends was Svetoslav Iloki, a 4554 general. We were Protestants. Grandest province was Lisboa with 892 development. Wow! And one disaster rocked our nation. I believe that disaster was the revolution. And obviously we look at that as a good and glorious revolution, not a disaster. If there was another disaster, I don't recall it. Anyway, that is the end of our campaign in Croatia. And finally, I can patch the game to the next version. Because I have been on the beta for a bit. I'm just trying to bring up the main screen over here. I know I hit quit, but it's like it quits to main menu. But it's got to reload over here. Because I'm on version... Oh, I guess I could have checked the number in Steam. I'm on running on 1.31.6 still. I can finally go up to the next iteration of the game and discover some new content because I didn't want to upgrade the game. How come it's not capturing the game? It's back to the main menu. There it is. Okay. Yeah, right over here. You can see what version I'm on because I didn't want to change it just in case there were some saving compatibilities and we were theoretically so close to the end. Folks, thanks you to everyone who stuck it out to the end here. I'm looking forward to whatever we do next, although currently I'm going to go back to focusing on our Crusader Kings 3 run with our randomized succession rules, which has been absolutely brilliant, and I'm looking forward to how that goes. But I'm sure there will be more EU4 in the future. Bye-bye for now.